Good morning, children. Yes, today we are going to conclude this chapter by clarifying the doubts that some of you have in simple equations. Okay, here the problem is that is in the last exercise, 11th problem. A sum of rupees 3000 is to be taken in the form of 63 prizes. If the prize money is either rupees 100 or rupees 725, find the number of prizes of each type. So what is that which is given here? Total number of prizes is given to us. Of course, total amount is given. Now here our job is to divide this 63 prizes into two parts. How to divide? Here he is saying that prize money of one particular kind of prize is around 100 and the other is around 25. So do we know how much they are? No. So that means we have to assign either for number of prizes as 100 as x or number of prizes of 25 as x. Not an issue, isn't it? When we don't know anything, we have to do it like that. And some of you have done something like one particular variable you have taken x and for the other one you have taken y. I said it is only simple equations chapter, you have to take only one variable. So now let the number of prizes of prize money rupees 100, right? This is equal to let it be x. So now how many are done? Already x is gone out of 63. So then what are left? 63 minus x. So therefore number of prizes of rupees 25 are 63 minus x. So simple. It is just, so if you have assumed it to be x here, then obviously the next one will be 63 minus x. Now the rest of the things you know how to do it. So right now find out total cost. So what is total cost is equal to, 100 into x plus each one 25, total are 63 minus x. So 25 times of 63 minus x. What is this is equal to? This is equal to rupees 3000. Rupees 3000. Now we got our equation. So this is our equation. 100x plus 25 times of 63 minus x is equal to 3000. This is our equation. Now let us simplify it. So 100x plus 25 into 63, 25 into 3, 75, 7 here. Then let us take it as 25 into 6. So that is 150. So 157. So 1575 minus 25x is equal to 3000. So now 100x minus 25x, it is 75x. Now transpose this one. 3000 minus 1575. So what is this is equal to 1425. So 75x is equal to 1425, and then now x is equal to 1425 by 75. I'll do it with 25, right? So 25 3 times, 25 5 times is 125, 142 minus 125, it is 775, 75 right, 142 minus 25. So how much it is coming to be? 142 minus 125. Yes, 17. Right? So 175 now we have. 175, how many times 75 will go? 25 will go in 175. In 104, 75, 3, 7. 4 plus 3, 7. 57. Now 3, now 57. 3 19s are 57. So you have x is equal to 19. You got x is equal to 19. Now so therefore number of prizes of rupees 100 is equal to 19 because we have taken that to be x here. So therefore it is 19 here. And then number of prices of rupees 25 is equal to 63 minus 19, is it not? 63 minus 19. Now how much is that? 4. Yes, 44. So you got this to be 44. So with this you are done. So what is the complexity of the problem? Nothing is there. So you only thought that it is a difficult problem. Nothing to be worried. So here he said there are 63 prizes, is it not? 63 prizes. 63 prizes must be divided into two parts again. One with a rate of 100, one with rate of 25. So we don't know neither of them. So therefore any one value you can take as x. So we took for the rate of 100 as x. And of course leftover prices are 63 minus x because total is 63. So 63 minus x. And thus now total cost would be the cost of each one multiplied with the number. So the cost of each one is 100 here, the number is x. Cost of each one is 25 and the number 63 minus x. So therefore you added everything and equated to the total value 3000. So got the equation and then further we simplified and then we got the final values to be like this. Okay. So pause the video for a moment and then take the screenshot here so that you can copy it down. And then the next part here. Yes. The next one here is 12th one. Now here it is a number is divided into two parts. So previously also we did the same thing. 63 is also a number which is divided into two parts. Right? And here also this is divided into two parts such that one part is 10 more than the other. That means definitely one is a bigger part and the other one is a smaller one. Right? If the two parts are in the ratio 5:3. Now can you observe the ratio 5:3? Obviously the bigger part will take the ratio value to be 5. So whichever you are taking as a bigger part, that you have to take in place of 5. Find the numbers and the two parts. So what you are supposed to do? Now see, and two numbers such that one part is 10 more than the other. So let us see that. So let one part be x. Very good. What is the other part? Other part is equal to x plus 10. Yes or no? X plus 10. Very good. Now you can take the ratio of x plus 10 to x. Now ratio of x plus 10 by x is equal to 5 by 3. 5 by 3. It is given. It is given. That's all. While assigning, few of you have done reverse. That is, you took as x by x plus 10 and you equated it to 5 by 3. So this can be written even like this. See, x plus 10 is to x is as 5:3. So this is the standard form and this is the simplest manner that you can just solve the equation. So after writing this again you are going to do the same thing. Product of this and product of this are equal. So I am taking from here now. So now x plus 10 by x is equal to 5 by 3. Let me continue from here. So now cross multiplication, 3 times of x plus 10 is equal to 5 times of x. Some of you have not put these brackets and that's absolutely wrong. So 3x plus 30 which is equal to 5x transpose x minus 2x is equal to minus 30. Minus minus will get cancelled. X is equal to 30 by 2 which is equal to 15. So one particular number is 15. Therefore one number is 15 and the other is, so 15 plus 10, is it not? So 25. So this is the solution. This is the solution. Clear? So pause the video for a moment and then copy this one. The only mistake that few of you have done is that you have assigned x plus 10 to 3. That is wrong. So x plus 10 is a bigger number. Bigger number divided by smaller number gives you a ratio in which the denominator will be smaller. Okay, then this part, take the screenshot.